I think I like both just as equal.
I know, that's big one.
So, Big Jeff, have you thought about what you're doing, or are you still not talking?
I have thought about it.
Well, since we're in an alliance, and I like to be opinionated, I was just, by observing people, I think that if nominations were to stay the same, that Portia has Adam, and she also has Danielle, and that she also has, I don't think she has Shelly, but Shelly and her are cordial now. So, but she definitely has Adam. So if they were to stay the same, even though I don't trust Kalia at all, I personally think that Kalia right now is less dangerous, but then you have Danielle and Kalia in the house together. And then that's like huge, but Adam, see the thing is, if Adam were to win, he would go after Kalia.
Yeah.
If Shelly were to win, she would go after Kalia. So it's kind of one of those things where keeping Kalia almost buys us an extra week because people are going to go after Kalia.
Right. As long as we win.
As long as we win.
And then if Kalia wins.
And you would go after Kalia too, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I would go after Kalia or Danielle if Danielle stays here.
Right.
If Danielle goes, I would go after Portia and Kalia.
I think that's everybody's thought.
And if Danielle goes, I think this is what I see. Danielle's definitely their leader.
Right.
If Kalia's here without Danielle, she's not going to know what to do.
Right.
She's going to freak out. Portia, same thing. Portia will probably cling to Adam. And that's good because you guys have a lot of influence on Adam. So Adam could tell her not to put you guys up. With Portia, she's not going to have anyone. If she were to win, if Danielle goes home, she's not going to have anyone in the house. She's going to have to make...
Portia,
yeah. She's going to have to make deals. If Danielle goes home and Kalia is here still, she's not going to have... She'll literally have no one in the house.
No, not at all.
So Kalia would, literally have no one. If Danielle goes home, Portia will still be left alone, but Portia will have, Adam.
Right. Tonight, me and you have to go over
everything.
What they said.
We have to go over Zingbot and then what they would said today.
Yeah.
But then, too, if Danielle goes home, if Kalia were to win, she'll literally have no one, and she won't have Danielle in her ear telling her what to do. If Portia were to win and Danielle goes home, she won't have anyone in her ear telling her what to do.
Right.
That is true.
Nobody lost.
Yeah. If Danielle goes home, they're going to be, completely what the hell do we do?
Right.
And they'll probably cling to each other, but I don't even see... I see Portia and Kalia as, friends because of Danielle. So if Danielle goes, they might still be friends, but they're still going to look for other outlets. You know what I mean? So that's what I observed.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing that I observed.
Yeah.
So
whatever you think is best, I obviously am going to respect you no matter what you think is best. So
well, I'm going to do what's best for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't think I'm not
No, I know.
Going somewhere else.
Yeah. He'll make the best.
Yeah.
For all of us, because we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. We have to just get this week, and you're 100% right. If we can win this week, then during that double eviction, whoever wins that double eviction is going to be able to decide the final 5. But whoever's left, let's say Danielle goes home this week, and Kalia wins next week. Perish the thought. But we might be able to convince her to get rid of even her best friend, Portia, just because Kalia won't have anyone.
Right.
She would have to, she would have to make deals with us. She would have to make deals with Adam and Shelly. So that's one thing we could always be in her mind next week, And then...
I didn't want her to win.
Oh, my God, me either. There's no way I want her to win. Especially again, because then she's going to think she's the best competitor ever. Right. I don't think she will. She doesn't want to.
Are you good at these questions?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, everything I've won has been questions. So I'm good at questions. The only reason I messed up on that last... Because I hit the buzzer too fast and I wasn't playing smart enough.
Right.
So if it's questions, though,
Well, you think it's going to be what they said?
I think so. Well, I would think, because why would they say the Soviet Union is composed
And I wasn't there.
Right,
I wasn't there to hear it, so it doesn't matter for me.
Exactly. And Kalia was sleeping, which is awesome.
Unless Danny and them remember it and tell her.
It doesn't matter, because they're going to... Because hearing it firsthand and hearing it from a second-hand source, you remember it better when you hear it yourself.
Yeah.
So, I think it could be something with the questions the Zingbot questions,
I didn't tell anybody what it was about. Me and Rachel were just going to keep it to ourselves.
Right.
I don't even think Shelly or Adam. Because right now, I know you guys feel safe, but I don't feel safe with them. Even if
Dude,
they
I don't feel safe because any moment, if, well, depending on what happens, next week, they're going to, Adam's going to think, I got to take out a big player and make a move,
Yeah. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as long as you keep staying in Adam's ear, if you eliminate Danielle, or if Danielle were to go home, and you keep staying in Adam's ear, then he's not going to try to go after you because he's going to want to make it. You're going to just keep telling him, like, dude, Final 5, great, but you want to make it to the Final 3, or do you want to stay at Final 5 and go home?
Right.
So he's going to stick with you.
I hope so.
Well, and then another thing I was thinking, the competitions we know for sure that are coming are the faces, the matching of the faces. They do it every single year, and it's always timed. So as long as we can start memorizing that memory wall, Kalia, she'll be slow. Portia, she might be fast, she might be slow, but I don't think she'll be any quicker than me or you. Jordan, we're going to make you memorize that stuff.
No.
We'll go over it with you.
I think I did it in 12 minutes.
Look at people, like, if their eyes slant down. Look at if their mouth, if they only show top teeth. Look at stuff like, little stuff like that, And then Adam, he'll try to be fast, but he seems like the type of person
Chokes.
He would choke. And Shelly, who the hell knows? I mean...
Well, our season, they did it for his veto, for a veto. And then last year...
They did it for HOH.
They did it for the final, like when there were 3 people left, because Enzo and Lane went up against each other. And it was the one on finale night that they do live, I think. No, it was the one that they do a couple days before, and it was Lane and Enzo against each other, and Lane got it, so they did it in the very end.
I think that they would do it for HOH.
Well, they did it for veto for us.
Veto, probably.
Veto for you.
Do they always do the faces?
They always do faces. Another one they did for us was it was an HOH, and it was a puzzles, but it was the evicted house guest, and you had to match it up, and you had to make a puzzle with it. So it was like you had to know the numbers, and you had to do it quick, and then it was like a face or something, whatever it was. But it was like evicted house guest, and it would say like 6'4", and you'd have to put Keith there.
Right.
Yeah. So it was like that.
With their normal faces?
I think it was names. It might have been faces.
Oh, names. Okay, yeah.
I think we're done with puzzles, right?
No, they'll have another one.
Another puzzle?
I think they'll have a HOH puzzle.
But that's not a puzzle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not a puzzle. That's like a matching type thing. But yeah, so I mean, if we could, whatever you think is right, obviously. But I would think Kalia is the lesser of the 3 evils, and I think Danielle's their leader. They're not going to know what to do. And then Portia, if it stays the same, I think Portia should go over Kalia, because Kalia will have you know what I mean? Like, she'll have Danielle, but she'll still be a huge target.
Right.
Well, I'll do what's best for us.
Yeah.
And us, he's meaning you too.
Yes, us.
You. And I will promise that I will work my ass off and win this next HOH. Try to win it, me or Jordan. And then I'll do
we're
the same
so close. We are so close.
There's still 8 people left.
I know, but still.
Yeah, but...
We just have to win. We just have to win. You know what I mean? Bottom line, all 3 have to go.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Do you
And then
think
they're in
Adam
5.
on this next HOH is going to try to win it for sure? Or you think he's going to be like, well, I know if
No, he has to.
whoever's here.
No,
he has to. Because he knows if Rachel wins, he's in fucking danger. I want him to think that.
Right.
Well, maybe not. Well, I don't want him to think that.
I don't know. Maybe we don't want him to think that.
I don't want him to think that this early. But the only reason I said that is because I want him to fight. And I had to talk with him outside. I'm like, listen, your days of whether you skated or not, like whether you tried your hardest, are over. I'm like, if I get put on the block, dude, I'm taking myself off. And guess who's going up? You. Yeah. I'm like, so the days of skating are over. You have to win. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's time to win.
Are these good?
They're probably like the little Starbucks ones. Drink it.
Do you care?
I know that where you guys are up here, like downstairs in the have-not room, it's obviously the 3 of them. And then Adam will go in there for a little while. Shelly goes in there for a while, but she's not really, it doesn't seem like she really hangs out with them a lot. She'll go to bed, I'm in bed, and then Adam is in there for a while. And then Adam and Shelly talk every morning. Mm-hmm. So they definitely have that. They're really tight.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam, today he's like, with the, you know, like we put those, like the dick name and stuff and like the most stupidest obvious stuff, and he thinks it like, oh my God, the thing's talking, blah, blah, blah. So today with the, I wasn't here, and I'm like, oh, what would they say? And I'm like, dude, that's probably the next HOH or something. He goes, probably not. It probably won't come into play. For him to say that when he finds a piece of paper with somebody's name, I'm like,
so what? He's going to start playing the game.
Yeah. So I'm like, I go, dude, you find a red piece of tape and you think it's part of the game. I'm like, you don't think when they announce something
that it's part of the game?
Maybe he just wasn't paying it. Maybe when he said they wasn't paying attention, but
no, I
was
don't
like,
think so.
Dude, why the fuck would you say that to me?
Excuse me.
Well, I think Adam, as much as he's on our side right now, in the future, he's not going to be.
Oh, I definitely can see that. He's going to, but it's just trying to figure out when he's going to.
And he's too scared of Danielle to put her up.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
He's not going to ever put her up. So he would definitely go after me, I think. And then maybe Kalia.
No, it's too early. I told him, I'm like, dude, we have to stick together.
Yeah, but he's not going to put up Portia or Shelly.
Well, right now, we don't need him to. We need him to put up, whoever's left on that side. Yeah. I mean, it's no option for anybody, whether they get along or not, because we have to knock those three out and at least give our team a chance.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because if people start pulling out now, like, oh, guess what? Here's my opportunity to get someone out big. They're fucked.
They're totally fucked.
Yeah, because they're going to go against us, and then still the numbers in the house are even against them now.
Yeah.
So they're going to pull out now and be like, I'm gonna run this house. Dude, they're not going to do that. I mean, if they try, they could try, but they haven't done shit all game. Now they're going to pull a big.
But that's what they're trying to do. Why do you think Portia tried so hard in this last competition? That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try. Her and Adam will probably start to try to really start playing the game. But if you take out Danielle, then Portia's not going. She's not going to play the game by herself.
Right.
She'll come back over this way.
I think she would too.
But I thought we were in alliance always.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't we shake on it, guys? Oh, that's funny. We shook on it when you were turning against us and you wouldn't vote the way we needed you to or do anything that we needed you to do.
Yeah.
She's taking slap pretty well, though.
She is.
She's not complaining or anything.
Or complaining about being on the block.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, because I was telling him, Kalia has been, like, when she came up here and she joins in the conversation and, like, really talking, and, like, she's been, like, talking just about nothing, and you're just like, she's just talking because she's just trying to.
What do you mean? She's done that since the beginning, since day
she's
one.
Doing it more.
She comes out, she's like, what are asteroids made out of? That's so weird. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
But it's also good because that means that Kalia is scared, and if she's scared, that she's gonna
she'll come over side.
Because she'll be, especially if she starts to, if Danielle goes, Kalia's gonna be like, oh my God, what do I do? And you just tell Kalia, don't win HOH next week, and we don't tell her she's a target. Just tell her not to win it.
They're not that dumb.
I think she is. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. She said that after her HOH, she's like, I never want to win HOH again. So I was like, well, good. You shouldn't.
Have fun.
She's like, I made myself a target and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
eat the rest of whatever's there, Rach. If there's eat the rest of it. There was only crumbs left yet. Eat the other ones, too.
Well, okay.
Put them in the same bag and have a party.
Exactly.
They're so good, potato skins.
They're so good. Oh,
I haven't had them forever. I wonder who remembered that. I think my brother.
Do our family send?
Maybe I wrote potato skins.